Neely, once a Michael Jackson impersonator, suffered from mental illness and had been arrested more than 40 times, according to authorities. Neely's friend, now in shock.
Literally on the floor, choking someone out who is down on his luck, who's starving, who's frustrated because he's hungry, who's frustrated because he's hurting.
Is that what you saw, the frustration?
It was obvious. It was obvious.
Jordan Neely was a 30-year-old homeless man who suffered from schizophrenia. On May 1st, Jordan boarded a northbound F train. According to Juan Vasquez, Jordan began screaming, causing the people who were sitting near him to move away. He said he was saying things such as he was hungry, thirsty, tired, didn't care if he got locked up, and he was ready to die. All of a sudden, Vasquez hears a thump, and he notices Jordan Neely and 24-year-old Marine Daniel Penny on the floor. Daniel had Jordan in a rear naked chokehold. Two other men decided to assist Daniel Penny by holding down Jordan's arms and legs. When officers arrived to the Broadway Lafayette train station, they claimed that Jordan Neely was unconscious. Honestly, I think Jordan Neely was deceased. So, according to the medical examiner's office, Jordan died of compression of the neck, and the manner of his death was ruled a homicide.
I went to pour a little water on Jordan Neely's head, and Daniel Penny came up and told me to stop. And he got over him and said, stop. If he didn't have the intention of killing Jordan Neely, I believe that at the least, he did not have consideration for his life because he was poor, homeless, and black.
The fact that no one in this train car said, damn, I got a bottle of water. Listen, I got $1. I got a half a sandwich. I got a grape in my pocket. Nope, none of that. Daniel didn't hear shit, but I'm ready to die. He said, your wish is my command. He goes up behind him, places him in a rear naked chokehold, over there chewing his gum. Thing 1 and Thing 2 come out of nowhere. It was like the Backpack Crew. They come out of nowhere, they're holding down his arms and his legs. You hear the guy in the background, like, you have a strong grip. Like, this guy, you don't want to get charged for murder. He's defecating on himself. They're like, that's an old defecation stain. Child, this is sick. I've taken the trains numerous times. And yeah, you will have anxiety, especially if it's underground. There's something about that underground. Ugh. You know how many people died in the train stations? That energy? Ugh. And I've actually seen Jordan Neely on the A train before in 2021. I just remembered looking at him. I'm like, what happened to him? Like, I literally said that to myself. Like, what happened to this guy? And I know it's him because of his mannerisms. And I'm like, dang. Jordan couldn't help that he was schizophrenic. This illness manifested when his mom was murdered by his stepfather in 2007. He was 14 years old. His mother was strangled. She was placed in a suitcase and left in the Bronx. And he tried. You could tell, like, he had his Michael Jackson impersonations going on. Everybody loved him. Everybody knew him. I didn't know him as Michael Jackson because I wasn't taking the trains then. Hell no, my parents would be like, absolutely not. But, like, his foster brother was like, he would use that money to buy us food, to pay for our haircuts, to have us have clean clothes for laundry and stuff, like, because the foster parents weren't doing shit. They didn't care. They just wanted a check. So it's sad when these types of illnesses just take over your brain. You don't know what you're doing. I mean, there's different forms of schizophrenia, but I can only assume his form was, erratic. Very much so. 44 arrests. Everybody's bringing up the 44 arrests. And I'm like, that's it? He only was arrested 44 times. He's homeless, and he has schizophrenia, and he smokes K2, which leads to psychosis? 44 times, that's it? Oh, he only tried to kidnap one person? He only snuffed 2-3 people, that's it? This man should have never been on the streets. He should have never been on the dang on subway. He should have been in a mental health institution. Period. Ronald Reagan is dead. This whole deinstitutionalization thing they got going on out here, F that. If you're over here kidnapping, assaulting, breaking noses, orbital bones, you gotta go. You don't have an option. Period. You need to be in treatment. But they don't want to pay for that. They like, we paying for these migrants, okay? F you Americans, F you veterans, F the homeless, F the mentally ill. I don't give a rat's ass if you got kidnapped. I don't care about none of that. Because y'all ain't over here making us money. America's a whole business. Y'all ain't over here making us money. These people coming over here, they ready to work. $1 an hour. Do you know they kicked out 20 veterans from a shelter to place the migrants in? Yeah. This is the world we live in. This is sick. De Blasio, your wife, what's her name? Charlene? Where the money at? Where's the 1.2 whatever billion at? That was supposed to go towards mental health. You have Jordan Neely, top 50, mentally ill, in need of urgent treatment, and he's in these streets. He was in court in 2023 of February because of breaking the 67-year-old's orbital bone in her nose. He pleaded guilty. He was supposed to be receiving treatment. He abandoned that in, 2 weeks. He had a warrant out. And I believe in April, an outreach worker called the police because he was urinating on the train or something, or he was just acting crazy saying, I got something for you. And the cops didn't even realize he had a warrant because they didn't check. Jordan Neely should not have been on the subway on May 1st. He should not have been. This entire situation is just jacked up. It's jacked up. And by the way, Daniel Penny raised over $2 million. Yeah. So we had a homeless man who had an episode. He was hungry and thirsty. Well, hangry. You know, when you're hungry, you become a little irate. Because I know I do. And the person who took his life, his minions, made sure that they funded him. Okay. Yeah. Am I surprised? Yeah, but no, but yo, where am I? Where am I? I can't. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here. Later.